I'm so excited to come to you today. Have you ever wanted a different lifestyle? Have you ever wanted better results in your life? Have you ever wanted that progression in your career? Allow me to share with you one of the greatest, what I believe is one of the greatest skills that you can invest in that will guarantee you, doing what you ought to do to change your life, change your business life, change your career life, do whatever it is. Hi, my name is Coach Phill, and I want to share with you today what I believe is the greatest way to invest your money in terms of knowledge acquisition and in terms of getting that skill that will elevate you and elevate your game and your life. We're all in life doing whatever we do because we want a different lifestyle. We want to change our lifestyle. We want more time with our families. We want to be able to have the money to do what we want to do when we want to do it. And I totally believe that if you do invest in your ability to speak with confidence, to your ability to have the confidence to lead your teams, to inspire great activity from your teams, to be able to go for those boardroom meetings, and you're confident and you can deliver whatever it is that is so close to you with confidence, with energy, with engagement, then obviously you are in a position to elevate your life. I believe this is the most lucrative and most empowering, mind-opening skill you can ever achieve. It doesn't matter which video you're at, it doesn't matter where you're presenting. I totally believe if you invested in this, it would make the biggest difference. Now, in this video, I'm going to share with you the four-step system that can help you to do exactly that. I promise you, by the time we're done, if you just go through and see it to the end, you will be able to start thinking, hey, how can I also take this to the next level? And I will make an offer to you, naturally, so that you can say, hey, how can I become the business owner who is making a difference? How can I scale up my ability in that job? How can I open up my consultancy and do big? How can I become a better salesperson? And it doesn't matter which field you're in, whether you're a dentist, you're a doctor, whether you're a plumber, whatever it is, the skill will work across. And I think the problem and the biggest challenge here is you find that most entrepreneurs, most people who want to make things, their biggest challenge is confidence. The confidence, and usually, the people who are there, yeah, I'm so confident, but there's a quiet confidence where you say, hey, will I be able to deliver? Or the other challenge is the lack of clarity. You see so many business people, they're doing this, they're doing this, they're doing this, and that lack of clarity prevents them from shooting off to at a higher speed because of that lack of clarity. Also, another challenge is the challenge that people cannot really appreciate the power of having a consistent message. A consistent message that is structured depending on what you believe in. If you know some of the greatest speeches in the world, they have been consistent about something. Think about the greatest speakers in the world. They are also consistent about something. Whether you want to be a professional salesman or a professional leader or a great business person, I know that the problems that you usually find are, hey, it's because I lack that little bit of confidence, or I lack that little bit of clarity. And I want to share with you here that usually it's not the lack of confidence or clarity. Usually it's a lack of the know-how. It's a lack of a system that you can apply in your life today, in your business today, and for the rest of your life. So that you can what? Make sure that you find a way to deliver a great message, to be able to structure your life, your business, your speeches, your message in a way that gets you better results, that gives you the ability to get out there consistently, and that's the word, consistently deliver a fantastic speech, a fantastic message that ultimately gets you going to the levels that you need, gives you the ability to scale up your business, gives you the ability to be a better consultant and do what you gotta do, And you might be thinking, hey, what gives you the authority? I have had the same challenge in my life before. I've been doing this for a long time. But I also had a challenge where I was on crossroads at a certain stage. I had been working for a while. I was working hard. But the results were not equivalent to the hard work. I used to work, 12, 13, 14 hours. I had a good job, so to speak, but the quality of life was crap, the amount that I was being rewarded for what I was doing was not in line with how much I was putting in. And I struggled. My relationships were struggling, my health was struggling. I used to work 6 days, 10, 12, 13 hours a day. And the Sunday where I had the day off, or Tuesday, wherever it came, I thought, you know what, it's now time to go out and have a beer. And then I'll spend the entire day in the bar, because in that part of the world, you go to a bar at 10 in the morning, there's breakfast, there's lunch, there's dinner, you drink and the premiership is showing, and then you go back home and guess what? The day is gone. Until it hit me one day. One day I go back home and I was like a stranger in my own house. My partner at the time did not really recognize that we were in a relationship. Most importantly, my son at the time was rejecting me because I'd been away so long. Because I was not being the dad that I had to be. And I decided, you know what? This is just not on. This must change. And I did that. And I said, what do I need to do to take what I know, to take my ability, my hard work, my everything that I've learned, what do I need to do to go to the next level? So I started to research, I started to attend trainings, I started to find mentors, I started to do whatever it takes. And in my search for what is that one thing, I discovered a system. And the system came out of attending, I was one of those guys who attended everything there was to attend about public speaking. Whether it was a Creflo Dollar in town, whether it was a preacher, whether it was Anthony Robbins, I went and attended. Whether it was just a church meeting, I went and attended because I was asking, what do these people do that I don't know how to do? What is it they do that makes them who they are? I had people, I used to go and attend meetings where a guy would come and speak and would get paid, 250 pounds sterling for an hour. Now, 10 years ago, that was a lot of money. And I was thinking, why does he do that? Then I discovered the system, which I want to share with you in the next 4 steps. And the system goes like this. And I guarantee you, if you practice what I'm going to share with you, boom, your level of ability, your ability to go to the next level goes through the roof. But your impact, the way you impact on other people will also explode. You'll begin to live the life you require. You'll begin to upscale, to go up in terms of your career. You'll begin to achieve the things that you work for. So the 4 particular steps, and this system has been in the making for about 12, 13 years now. And it has been refined and refined to make sure that, yes, it works, and tested. And then when you see the results, when you see, the students who come through going on to turn their lives around, when you see that it's still the same system that the big boys are using, it's still the same system that crosses whatever language you're at, then you understand that, hey, that is what works. So number 1 in terms of system is you must get clarity. When I talk about clarity, I mean before you even think about what you're going to do, you must know why you want to do it. The why and the clarity is the biggest thing you're going to have to do. Your why and your clarity. We will put them up there. You must have a big enough why. Why do you want to become a great speaker? What is that message you want to take to the nation? If you get the why and the clarity sorted out, boom, you're good to go. And that is what we share with you. We go a little bit deeper when we do the 4-day course. But I want you to sit down and think, hey, why would I want to do this? Because when you get clarity, you get power. When you get power, you get momentum. When you get momentum, you begin to move and you begin to have the impact that you want. So the system works where you must sit down and become clear, crystal clear. What am I about today? What do I want to be known for in the future? If you think about all the great people out there, what have they done? They've always heard the same message. If you think about the messages of some of the great presidents or some of the great leaders, it has been the same all the way. Remember, I have a dream. Same message all the way through. Remember, yes we can. And you finish off with saying, yes we did. Same message. If you look at some of the great business people, they all have the same message. What are you about? When you get that clear, then everything else begins to fall in place. So number 1 part of the system is clarity of who you are and what you stand for. Okay? I hope you're taking notes. I hope you're writing this down, because let me let you just listen for a second. This system is what helped me to know what I'm about, who I am. It gave me self-belief. It gave me my momentum, my ability to say, you know what, this is what I'm going to do. This system gave me a plan and an in-depth learning of what public speaking is about, what speaking to big groups is about. It's not your rah-rah thing. Come and, we teach you how to stand and we teach you how to smile. No, it is in-depth stuff that really gives you the understanding behind what makes great presenters, okay? And if there's anything you can take away from this video, take the 4 steps, begin to work on them. I can guarantee your life will be much, much better going forward. So a couple of things that you can do to make sure that to help you get clarity. Number 1, I want you to think about, what is that thing that is so close to my heart that I would do it even if I was not paid to do it? Think about that question, because that question will always direct you to what your passion is. A second great question is, hey, supposing I gave you $1,000 to go to the bookshop, what magazines would you buy? And usually the top 3 magazines you buy, in there you'll find that is where your passion is. And yes, initially you're like, yeah, no, whatever, but think about it. You always walk to the same aisle, you always read the same stuff. If you're on the internet, you always look out for the same thing. Okay, so that will always also give you what is close to your heart, what is, what is passionate to you. And then finally, and this is the big one, and we go a little bit deeper in the training, we ask you to find, hey, one of the greatest, people are looking for what their passion is, but just think about it for a minute. If you can find what you love to do and very good at it, and find where people's problems are, and you can find to use what you know to solve these people's problems, in the middle there is where your passion is, and that is where you will make the biggest gain. Okay, that's where you will grow the most. So those 3 pointers, I hope they can help you. Now, number 2 is building credibility. This is very, very important. One of the things that I've realized after 10 years, you realize that there's a lot of people who never last, and there's a lot of people who they come in, they do a little bit, they're looking just for the money, they don't take time to build credibility, and they are. Recently I found some guys, I'd never met them, whatever. I said, oh, you're the Coach Phill guy. Oh, I started listening to you about 4 years ago. Why? I have been consistent. I do what I have to do consistently. So building credibility, number 1, you have to consistently do something. You have to consistently have the same message. What is my message this year? Audacity. What is my message this year? Your voice changes everything. What is my message this year? Momentum 2017. And I hope you're on those videos. Next, you must build your confidence and get your message out there with power, with enough life in it to make sure that you're building the credibility that is required to make the money. If you're a leader out there and you're not confident in your message, you're not confident in your ability to lead, you can't be credible. Think about it. And most importantly, begin to get those results via connection and love. The way you connect with your people, how much you love them is going to determine how much credibility you build. Okay? So think about this. Number 3, ladies and gentlemen, I hope again you're taking notes. Number 3 is you must learn to deliver like a champion. You must learn to get on stage and wow the stage. How? Number 1, you must engage from an emotional point of view. Every presentation that has moved you at one stage in your life has been an emotional roller coaster. Somebody has taken you through some emotions. So first thing is engagement from the heart. You must learn that. Delivering like a champion is talking to people's hearts, past their head to their hearts. Then you begin to become a great speaker. Number 2, you must learn what we call edutainment. Educate people and entertain them at the same time. Why? The world is so full of so much stuff out there. It's so much negative energy. The best way you can get people to learn stuff is edutain them. Your message must be encouraging. You must dance. You must get great things in there that get people entertained as they learn. Most importantly, if you're in adult education, even children's education now, you must ensure that you're edutaining them. Then the final piece here that I want you to think about is every piece that you ever put out there, you must encourage and challenge your team. Whoever you're speaking to, whatever audience, every time you must challenge and you must encourage them. Why? Everybody needs some encouragement once in a while. As well as that, you must challenge them, because that is where people grow. And that is where you become useful. That is where you begin to build that kind of following, which is like, you know what? I like to go to that guy because he encourages me and challenges me. The moment you're in their lives as they grow, you will be there forever. Part number 4, step number 4 is what we call future pacing. And this is a system we go through over 4 days that really, really goes deeper and blows you away. One person told me it is the most mind-opening, greatest experience ever. And hey, who am I to say no? Future pacing is about growth. Whatever message you want to, if you remain at the same level every year, then you run out of steam. You'll never be the kind of speaker that you need to. You must grow. You must look at people who are being better than you. You must invest in getting better. You must have in your schedule how many sessions you're going to do that year to get better. It's important. It's not, you don't have to, it's not even something you have to, it's not a luxury, it's a necessity. Okay? Point number 2, you must have a mastermind group or a mastermind session with one of your mentors at least once a month to help you become better consistently. When you hang around with egos, you fly like eagles. It is important when you do that. So those are the 4 steps. If you follow those 4 steps, I guarantee you will become a better speaker. You'll have better impact. You'll take your business to the next level. Most importantly, you'll change your lifestyle for the people you love, for the things you love. You will be able to have more time with the children. You'll be able to go places that you've never gone to. I have been privileged to live a life that is absolutely wonderful. I could not have asked for any more. I continue to work because I want to be a great example to my grandchildren. By the way, my biggest why is I want my grandchildren to live a better life because Grandpa Phill did what he had to do. And usually at this stage I hear some people say, yeah, but coach, guess what? Maybe, the offer you're going to make might be too expensive for me now. Hey, it can only be too expensive if you don't see the future value and not willing to put in the work. Expensive compared to what? Think about it. Expensive compared to what? Something that's going to change your life. Can you put a value on that? Think about it. And then, sometimes hey, coach, maybe, I wasn't born a speaker. Hey, nobody was born a speaker. Nobody comes out, with a microphone saying, hello, hi, my name is so-and-so, I'm going to start speaking. No, it is a learned skill. You can learn, you can practice. I used to be a really shy guy. And even in real life, I can sometimes be a little bit introverted. But guess what? I had to do what I had to do. You can learn, you can immerse yourself, and you can learn, and you can go on to do better. I mean, think about people like Cobras, like people who you'd not think would be great speakers. Now they're killing it. Why? Because they were not born trainers, but they believed they could become better. Hey, coach, I hear you sometimes say, oh, it is hard work. Yes, it is hard work. If you're scared of hard work, then probably this is not for you. It is not something you're going to just get up and get. No, you got to put in the work. But it's so interesting when you put in the work, great results come, And yes, coach, I might not have the time. Well, if you can't invest 4 days to make your life better, does it need time? Of course it needs time. You have to put in the time to get better. There's no 2 ways about it, okay? There's no 2 ways about it. So, hey, you got to put in the time for 4 days to change your life. Think about it. Just think about it. And yes, I hear some people say, yeah, but what other people think about me? Other people's opinion must never become your reality, as Les Brown says. What other people think is their business. Do what you have to do. I hear again some other objection. Hey, can I really do this? Yes, you can. Yes, you can. Okay? If I could, if Hassan can, then of course you can. Okay? Oh, will I earn money from it? Hey, you'll earn as much as you put in. Okay? So, there you are, ladies and gentlemen. I want to take this opportunity to challenge you. Okay? Let's have some fun. I want to challenge you. I want you to take 3 minutes. Just 3 minutes. Get a camera, get something, and just, in your camera, just talk to your camera and just talk about what you love to do, or what your passion is, or what you stand for. Just for 3 minutes, okay? Because usually people are like, oh, I'm not clear. Just do that, send it to us. We will go through it and we will give you some feedback to say, hey, guess what? It came out well or it didn't come out. And let us challenge to see how well you can step up, okay? Let us see how better you can get along your journey of becoming a better presenter, because the moment you are clear with your message, everything else will fall in place. So there you are. I challenge you, send them through. We will discuss, we'll give you some feedback, and we'll have some fun. And in the meantime, just below here, you'll find a button, okay? It's somewhere here, I think, yeah, somewhere down here. There's a button. Click on that button. It will take you to a page where we make the offer today. Book today so that you can change your life forever. If you have enjoyed this video, please share it with 5 other people and give us some likes, give us some, thumbs up, thumbs down, whatever it is. Share it with at least 5 people so that we can make a difference together. And whatever you do, remember, your voice changes everything. Thank you.